Good morning. Okay, so it's not morning, but hello. Good afternoon, good evening, good night, good morning, wherever you are. I hope it is good. I am running behind schedule today because, as usual, I had planned for all day today and I woke up with one of my headaches. It's a bad thing about this time of year. My sinuses go crazy. It's even worse right now because it's like, oh, is it sinuses or is it something else? Blah, blah, blah. So every time I have a sinus infection, they send me to get tested, which I guess is good, but it's a pain because it's basically just one long-lasting sinus infection. Oy. I need to get in that lane. I don't trust people not to go pulling out into that lane. God, I hate people driving the way they drive here. Anyway. So how is everyone today? Is that a Carol I see? That is a Carol I see. Good morning, Carol. Good afternoon. I don't remember what time zone. I guess it would be you're in Central Time Zone, so it's good afternoon. I need more coffee. Ow! Hot coffee too much. That hurt. I'm having a day already. So I am off to drop my vote. We are allowed to do absentee ballot because of the situation, and that is what I'm doing. I am not prepared to go wandering around in anywhere public that I don't absolutely have to at this point in time for obvious reasons. So we have in our state a runoff, in case you live under a rock and have not heard, because apparently we're international news or national news, at least, probably international. We are having a Senate runoff. We are having a fight between the governor and the current presiding person in the White House. It's just a mess here. And one thing they don't realize about Georgia is you don't come from up there and tell Georgians how to run their politics. It just does not work. I am totally unclear as much as they are. I'm assuming it is because of whomever paid their coffers. Lord only knows. You would think they would know better. But I'm getting political and should not be. But yeah, if you watch the news, Georgia's pretty much in it. And it's over today as far as the things that come in my mail, the people that knock on my door, and the phone calls and text messages that I get. Yesterday was so bad. My phone went off constantly all day long, every 5 minutes. It was ridiculous. But it will be over after today. It's a pretty day today. It's a little chilly. It's going to get cold tonight. The cold front's supposed to be coming back in today. So the wind that's out there right now is pretty cold. And I know that there are chat messages and I cannot look at chat while I'm driving. So bear with me on that. Once we get stopped, we'll look and see who says what. So my school started yesterday, which was awesome. It was fun. Setting everything up. I found out my teacher has a wicked sarcastic sense of humor. I'm gonna love that. Most teachers, they're really dry with stuff, and he right away out there with his sense of humor, which was awesome. A lot of people don't get my sense of humor. It's very dry. And a lot of people, I don't know, get mad about my sense of humor. Yes. I need to go this way. I am not altogether sure if I'm going to make a left here or not. I need to make a left here. Yeah, I'm going to make a left here. Potentially. Carol. Yes, it was so annoying. I mean, every day I should have just put my recycle bin next to the mailbox and told the mailman anything election related, just put it in there. Don't even bother putting it in the mailbox. I know they're not allowed to do that, but it's just insane the amount of paraphernalia, and just to think of what they could do with all of that if they paid some, if they took that money and put it towards the greater good. Because they've spent a lot of money on this Senate campaign. They really have. There's too much traffic here. I'm going straight. I'll go down through this way. I'm going to go down through this way anyway. I want to see. I don't like to turn left there when there's a lot of traffic because you can't really see oncoming if they come down that hill super fast. People that live here don't come down that hill super fast, but people who don't live here, they come down that hill super fast. I haven't been down here in a while. I had a client down here, one of the clients I lost during the mess. So I used to come here every day and walk a puppy dog. I miss my clients. I really do. Why is that closed? Digging in the road. Interesting. She's still there. This is an area I would love to live in, but it's way out of my price range. Most of the places my clients live are way out of my price range. For now, not forever. Once I get out of school, I have a better price range, which is the plan. What are you doing? You cannot go straight through there. There's nowhere to go straight. Just got to make it through the next few months. My job at Amazon is temporary. As much as I hate it, I really need to make as much money there as I can. But I really hate the job. So we are in downtown Decatur. And we are about to drop off our ballots right here. That's the box right there. So we're going to park you guys here for a minute. I don't know why people can't park. Hopefully we don't get a ticket for the 5 seconds that we park here. I'm going to leave you guys here in the car while I go drop off my ballot. And I shall be right back. My ballot has been dropped. And I only touched it with my finger. So I need to get my sanitizer out before I touch anything else. And sanitize my finger. And I just sanitized my coat because I can't aim a spray bottle. So we have been voted. Now I'm going to restart the car. It is every possibility that the car is going to take the sound away from my headphones because that's what it does. We'll see. If it weren't so important, I'd just be like, screw you, I'm not voting if you keep bothering me, because that's how I am. My coffee is still hot. But anyway, we are in downtown Decatur on the back side of the square. This building here is the county courthouse. It is a little bit tall. Not very tall, but it's a little bit tall. I used to deliver in there a lot. And everybody in there was pretty nice. There is somebody behind us. We'll just wait for them to get out of the way. This Waffle House here is probably the worst Waffle House I've ever been in. It is pretty. It's cold, but it's pretty. And there's sunshine in my face. I don't think anybody's coming up there, but I cannot tell for sure. I'm playing Southern accent here. Anyhow, there's a pink building right there. Purple building is a law firm. There's a bunch of stores and stuff and restaurants when you turn right. It's a walking space. It used to be a street, but it's walking down there. That's the backside of the original county courthouse behind that gazebo. Usually I've shown you all from the front of it. We'll probably drive back around there and see the front of it. Eddie's attic is back there too, or was at one point. Yeah, it's still back there. No, they sold that, didn't they? I think did they close it? I don't remember. Anyhow, we'll go around this way just so you guys can see where I am. It is a pretty day. It is 55 degrees, which normally doesn't feel bad, but there is a breeze, which is very cold because it is blowing in that building right there is new. It's blowing in the Arctic air. Yeah, these apartments on the left are new, Avondale Decatur. Another area I wouldn't mind staying at. We're going to go down here and come back around so you guys can see all of the stuff. I need to turn the heat off. It's warm in the car. But yeah, we're going back down in the 30s again tonight, I guess. Some kind of cold Arctic air. It's supposed to snow somewhere, and I'm not sure if it's here or if it's this week or if it's, I think it's tomorrow. It's supposed to snow in the mountains or up in Tennessee. We're just going to get cold rain probably. Marta's entrance to the right down there is a parking deck, which is one of the places that you park at to wander around downtown. It used to be free on nights and weekends. I don't think it is anymore. It varies. Sometimes you go in there and it'll be open, and sometimes it won't. I would really that used to be a Ted's Montana Grill there in the corner. They finally took all the signage down. They closed down right at the beginning of COVID, I think. I don't remember. I think it was right at the beginning. Because they were one of the places that got shut down in the beginning. And I think as soon as they realized it was going to be longer than a minute, they just said no. I don't think they were ever really that busy to begin with, and I don't think they could have. The rents here are super high. Oh, they got public parking in there now. Yeah, the rents here are super high. It's insane. One of my friends owned a pizza place, and I found out after the fact that he rented out this place for one of his locations paid $11,000 a month in rent, which is insane. I'm gonna come down here. There's a McDonald's where I did not get my Mickey train set. Sad. Bank of America used to be there. They rebuilt a new one. They're building luxury apartments. They're gonna rent for like $3,000 a month, which is insane because I don't see anybody doing that in this area. So we have a couple new. What are they digging up now? Oh, that's for down there. We have a couple new. That hotel's always been there. Something's hiring there for something. What is that going to be? I got pulled up too far to see. There's a new restaurant going in there now hiring. I don't think now is the time to open up a new restaurant. But that hotel is new. It opened last year. Yeah, visitor center, or Decatur Visitor Center, which is not open. This is the front side of the courthouse. I cannot see my phone because of sunshine. Yeah, 11,000. It's insane. And when COVID happened, the landlord that owns most of these properties he made the statement that they were not going to forgive rent at all. I have never once seen I wonder how long I sat there. I don't even want to know. That dude is running with the Christmas tree on his bike. But yeah, now is definitely not the time to. Somebody take a screenshot of that. I probably got it better from the when he went across. I'll have to take that download that and get a screenshot. But yeah, now is not the time to be opening restaurants, and people are still doing it. And a lot of people got stuck because COVID happened at the beginning of the year, like at the end of the first quarter. And most new businesses open in the first quarter of the year. Because it just makes more sense for them to open at the first quarter of the year. Doggy. So they don't have to pay all the fees and licenses and things again over a second time. So a lot of businesses have just opened across the country and maybe did a month's worth of business, maybe two, if they even got that far, before they had to shut down. We're going to be going this way so we can go around Mr. Christmas Tree. I don't know where he's taking that to either. That's what I'm curious about. Kind of wish we could follow him and see where he's going. Yeah, these townhouses over here in Sycamore, I wouldn't mind staying in there either. I'm pretty sure I want a townhouse going forward. I don't want to live in an apartment. I want to have my space, but at the same, and I would like to have a yard, but at the same time, I don't want a big yard anymore. Unless I had a ride. I think yard might not be bad with a riding lawnmower. You can just go out there and sit on it, ride it around. It tells me I'm going to get stuck up here. Yep, I'm going to get stuck up here. Okay. He is probably going to go straight, and I am stuck in the wrong lane now. Yep, he's going straight. We're not going to go that way. We're going to go this way. Go, go, go. I want to make the light too. And then, oh my God, people, why are you like out in the middle of the road? You're not even paying a bit of attention. Anyhow, this area from this street to the next street, all this stuff right here on the right-hand side, they want to tear down and build more condos and apartments, which is ridiculous. There's a lot of people like in back in here. There's warehouses and stuff. There's a lot of people that live and work in their spaces, and I just when I first moved out here, this was very small town. As you can see, like this stuff over here on the right, this is the extent of the businesses, little places like this. We used to have things like these wild turkeys used to come out here, and they would come up and they would walk through the parking lot at the tire place, which is this big parking lot, first parking lot on the right. And there used to be a park over here where this apartment building is on the left. And they'd cross the street and then go over and play with the park, and then they'd go back that way. There's a lake back there, which I've showed you guys before. And it's kind of sad. Hey, Glenn. I see a retracted message from Glenn. So I'm assuming you're here still. I have been in this area since, I want to say, 2011, the beginning of 2011. Wow, they finished all that stuff new. There was some good stores in there where you could get, like, this one guy, he had a deal with the shoe store, all their extras and stuff he would sell there. You could get like 3 pairs of shoes for $10, and they were nice shoes. I used to live in this apartment complex right here on the right when I first moved here. But changed a lot. The whole town would wrap up at like, the only restaurant was like right here. It was something else at the time. And Skips was here. And Coyotes was here, but Coyotes moved. And an apartment complex is there now. But yeah, it was like 2011. Everything used to close. It was kind of funny because the two gas stations in front of my house, sometimes they would close early. Like the one always closed early, and sometimes the other one would close early. Sometimes like 9 o'clock. Sometimes it would be midnight or 10. But people are beeping at the election signs. But I really like this area here, and this area here reminds me of back home where I grew up. And like this neighborhood that we're about to drive through. But it's definitely way over my price range here. I could afford it back home because everything's cheaper back home, or at least I used to be able to. Not anymore. Prices have gone up back there too. Prices have gone up everywhere. So now is the time to build all my house of cards, to set my cards up, and cement them. Build the bricks. Put the bricks. Bricks is better analogy. Put the bricks and the cinder blocks in place for the foundation. So I can come out of this swinging, if you will. It's kind of hard staying at home all the time, keeping your morale up, keeping your go, as I call it, my go. Because when I was self-employed, I was running around all the time. Yeah, I mean, I never really had a day off. Occasionally I would, but I mean, it's really, you didn't have a day off and you were constantly on the go. It's constantly doing things, constantly moving around. But now it's like I'm constantly not on the go, not moving around. It's so easy just to forget stuff and just to sit there, and I gotta get out of that. But I still can't go places. I still can't be on the go. And I have another client who's cutting their visits back and they're staying home more. So, pretty soon I'm going to be back to right where I started. Well, I'm already back to right where I started with my business, where I'm trying to fit stuff in around working a full-time job, even though I'm not really working full-time right now and I need to be working full-time. So I need to find something to get me through the next 7 months of school, 6, 7 months of school. But I think that's the biggest thing that's so hard is to go. Do not cross the street in front of me. Okay, just put around that. I gotta keep my momentum. I gotta get my momentum back. I took a business and I didn't even try. It just kind of built itself really from like November of 2011 to this year. And I built it up to where I could survive. I could pay my own bills. I had, went through the trying to fit little stuff in between a full-time job into going to part-time, into stressing over clients paying me and not paying me and blah blah blah. And because I was putting more time towards my business, so they needed to pay me, so like I said, I could pay my bills. And then into like January, the end of 2019 was my best quarter ever, my business. I struggled. I ended up taking a lot of time off work to do the business, and I struggled with the idea of I need to make a choice. Do I keep my business? Do I continue with the business, or do I quit the job, etc.? And I made the choice to quit my job. I was doing tech support for Apple products, and it wasn't with Apple. If it was with Apple, I probably never would have left. But I made the choice to leave the job. I left the job in January of this year. Well, January 2020. Now it's a different year. So this time last year, I left that job, and I went full-time with my business, and I was very successful. Usually in January and February, I have all this downtime. This year, I had 0 downtime in January and February. I was busy, busy, busy. And then March came, and that was it. So I am going to go to the grocery store because I need to pick up a couple things. Like I said, I don't like going places unless I have somebody has to. The grocery store is one of those have-to places, sadly. And of all the grocery stores, I hate this one the most. But they're the only grocery store that has one of the things I need to get. I need to talk to the manager at the downtown Decatur store to see if he'll start carrying something I want, and then I don't have to go in here anymore. But yeah, I really, at this point in time, I want my own business, but I don't see me trying to rebuild that business again because it just takes too long to rebuild. It would take too long. And I don't want to rebuild something that's dependent on certain things. I want to rebuild something that's going to be good no matter what I do. For example, I want to build something that I don't have to be in a certain place. I can go where I want to go. Like, I can travel. If I want to go to Disney, I can go to Disney. I can work from my house or from my room if I need to do some work. I can take off work when I want to take off work, stuff like that. If I want to go travel, I can go travel. I can hop in an RV and travel across the country as long as I have internet. I can work. That's what I want to rebuild. And that's what I intend to rebuild. So for now, though, I am going to go in the grocery store, which means we are going to call. Get out there. Call our little stream. We have done our due diligence and voted for our senators. Hey, Frankie. Oops, you don't need my fingers in front of there. Hey, Garrett. Stream. Frankie, it is 54 degrees, which may sound good, except there's a cold Arctic wind, and it's very cold outside. We do. We have Public's corporate offices here, too. I don't know if we have the main offices or a sub-office, but we do up in Marietta, which is on the other side of town. Hey, Jeff. Hey, Shelly. What happened that everybody's coming in all of a sudden? Somebody must have been streaming. Yes, Jeff, happy birthday. I am not singing. I will save you that. Garrett, did Hannah have a happy birthday? We have a Joanne's here now, but if I go out to Tucker, there's a Hobby Lobby and a Michael's out there. Most stuff I just try to order online. I need my tissues. What happened to the work computer? I saw a Mickey waffle maker at CVS the other day with their Christmas stuff. But I have a little waffle maker, so I don't need another one. I actually do want a waffle maker, but I want a big Belgian waffle maker that twists and flips and all that kind of stuff. And the plates come out to clean. Work does stink. I hate my job. I need to try to find something else to do for the next 7 months. Time is it? 2:40. I have things to do at home. I probably would not have gone out if I didn't have to drop off my vote. Frankie, send me a message later. Not right now because I'll probably end up going into it and forget it and accidentally clear it. But send me a message later and I have some leads for you. A lot of remote jobs are like entry level, and once you work an entry level remote job, for a minute, then you can usually find something better. You can check Amazon.jobs and see if they have anything listed, because usually what they've been doing is they hire seasonal, and then they bring people on full time, and seasonal is only usually a 9-month contract. But that will at least give you a leg in, and it'll give you experience working remote if you haven't had it before. Do not apply for retail if you don't have patience with people yelling at you. We have Senate race, a Senate runoff today. Today was the last day, so I had to drop off the votes. But I can't believe, Jeff, that you haven't heard about it, because it's on the national news. I watch the local news and they cry about it. And then I watch the national news and I hear more crying about it. It's insane. It really is. And they're going nuts with it. They really are. Really. Yeah. Oh, the fun part is someone, which I will not name, called our governor and tried to force him to overturn our votes. And our governor recorded the call and made the call public. And then he decided to sue the governor, which they, of course, threw out. And now he's under investigation for election tampering. And it's just like, stop already. It's a bunch of children is what it is. There's a bunch of children leading our country. And then everything's pretty much been polarized strictly down party lines here. Did he? I sent you the thing where you could get the link to listen to it on my Instagram page. I posted the phone number where you send call. You text call to that phone number, and they'll send you a link to both the call that they put on YouTube, and then they sent you a link to the story. Yeah, Shelley, he has been recorded tampering with the election, which was played publicly. He got caught. So regardless of anything else that may or may not happen, there is actual proof out there that he got caught. The one thing about Georgia is we may suck here, but you don't tell the Georgians what to do. You don't tell people here don't, especially in politics, do not appreciate being told what to do or somebody trying to tell them what to do. And it's hilarious because, I mean, I don't know. A lot of people write in Mickey Mouse for president. I don't know. It's been a mess, and there's all kinds of people traipsing through our state, mucking up traffic. Somebody posted on Twitter congratulating Biden for mucking up rush hour traffic before he was even sworn in. Because I don't know why, when the presidents come here, they come here every rush hour. They always come here during rush hour. I'm sorry, Shelley. Okay, Carol, have a great day. We will talk to you later. Yeah, I need to get new glasses badly. My eyes have changed, and I think that's part of why I wake up with the headaches. But I'm not going to the eye doctor right now. Yep. I need to get some blue blockers. I spend way too much time on the computer. Okay, guys, I'm going to go in the Kroger. I need to go get this done. Y'all popped in here when I was getting ready to log off. So I'm going to go in here, and I will see everybody later. I have to work tonight, and I have homework to do, so I'm not sure how much I'll be on, but I need to go and work on some of my homework before I got to start work. I got to call work and yell at them for not giving me my money back yet. Yeah, you can print a new pair on 3D printer. I mean, they print bones and put them in animals and people and stuff, so. Happy birthday, Jeff. Don't kill the work computer. You need that for Disney merch. See you guys later. You guys do well.